BB Davis, and we are listening to G.I. Joe. That is Louis Jordan and his Timpani 5. Listening to that Sirius XM 40s Junction Radio. I always love listening to 40s Junction Radio because, you know, if you are like around my age, that late fourth decade of life, in your fourth decade of life, and they're like born in the 20s, then they were jamming in their 20s in the 40s. Oh yeah, hope that made sense. Well, welcome everybody to BB Loves Sports, where sports and gaming is the exquisite fusion. Thank you so much for locking in. Hope that you had a great weekend. Rock your vote. Rock your vote. Rock your votes. Okay? Did my picks. And I have not seen if I was going to get obliterated yet. But let me just get into my picks real quick. And let me see how I've done. So far, the halftime on this game, Washington and the Cowboys, I did not get obliterated. 22-3. There's a lot of adjustments there that the Cowboys have to do, so there's that. We're overcast here. Good people say it's going to do anything or not, but we're going to try and get as much light as we can. The Bills and the Jets. Now, this is a little shocking here in the third quarter because the Jets are up by 1 with the Bills that have been pretty amazing and dope, and then it's just like, what's going on? So it seems like until they turn that around, I may get obliterated. Panthers and the Saints. Always a close match here with these teams. But the Saints are up by 4. 21-17, and they do have the ball. And they're in the third quarter with like 11 minutes left. Steelers and the Titans. I did not get obliterated, but I did say that could have been an upset. Steelers 24, Titans 7. So how y'all looking there? Terrible towels. All right, shout outs. So there's the third quarter. And then my Packers, they got blown out by the Buccaneers. And I wouldn't want to have anybody else blow us out except for the Buccaneers. Tampa, Floridian right here, you know what I mean? But I just don't know what's going on here, really, with the Texans. They're in the third quarter, 11:46 left, and it's 21-0. Go Pack, go! Okay, but I do have my concerns there for the Texans. What's happening? There's something really going on there. But the Jets pulled up. And I know, like, Bills fans and everyone else who swayed over to, you know, calling this one for the Bills are, like, combobulated. Just feeling like, oh, my gosh, what's happening? Real weird. But that's all right. That's okay. A lot of football left in that. And then, just now, live, we have a delay. Steelers at Titans. So we don't know. I don't know what the delay is. Let me see if I can hear what's happening on ESPN. We're live remote. So let's see what's happening.
In the third quarter, Steelers and Titans. It's looking like the Titans might be on their way to their first loss of the season.
No, a lot of game left. Second half just started.
Sure, there's a lot of game left, but this is the score. I don't know indicates how much this has gone the Steelers' way. 24-7 right now is the score in favor of the Steelers. Big Ben, 160
but it's delayed.
Through the air, 2 touchdowns. He does have an interception though. Ryan Tannehill.
They're not really saying anything about the delay.
So I'll get to it. James Conner on the ground, 74 yards. Benny Snell only has 2 yards.
Okay, so they're not saying why it's delayed. She's just going on with some of the stats. So I'll keep pulling up from that. All right, so then we're going to have those 4 o'clock games coming in with the NFL. And I'll just go ahead and talk about my picks there too. Now, the Browns and the Bengals are tied up. When I looked at everything analytically, I was like, the Bengals might pull this one out over the Browns. And they're tied up. Okay, that's my BB dramas, like Nostradamus. Oh, yeah. But they're tied up, so that's a good thing right there. Packers and Texans, they're at first and goal. At the Green Bay 2, still 21-0. Texans does have possession of the ball with 10 minutes into the third quarter. What I don't like about my Packers as a fan and analytically as a sport, it just take a nice end zone. It'll take a nice anything else to turn the game around. Interceptions, anything like that. Field goals, anything. Just play lights out. And I wish that we would do that. But we're not one of those teams to do that. And I hate that. I like somebody just to beat the brakes. Beat the brakes. Okay. Falcons and Lions. Falcons, y'all got one job. And that is to keep the Lions from winning today. That's from a fan perspective because of the conference. Okay. But it's 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 29. Atlanta's up by 4. 10-14. It is the Lions' ball with third quarter, 10 minutes. Cowboy Nation is 4th and 16 at the Dallas 29. Dallas 3, Washington 22. 13 minutes into the third quarter, so there's plenty of time for them to turn this around. And the Cowboys do have possession of the ball at this time. All right, then you got the Bills and the Jets. This is just like Bills down by 1. They're at 2nd and 11 at the Jets 38. Jets is like, we want to have that dagger. And see, this is where it starts to get dicey into the season, into the weeks. Whereas a team may not have done anything, they could be the main ones to come in and throw a dagger into your record, especially if you are up in the echelons or trying to get close to the echelons, of leading your conference. And so this is one of those moments right now where the Jets are pulling up on the Bills. We'll see if the Bills can turn around. They got plenty of time. All right. That game with the Giants and the Eagles. Eagle Nation, fly Eagles fly. My house is a house divided. Green Bay Packers. And they won by 1 point. Now, me and the sir, we have not talked about this game, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty good with it. Okay, a win is a win is a win. But look at the Giants. It is good to see the Giants roll up and make some noise. Okay, so for you Giants fans, that's not bad. See, this is what I'm talking about. Week 7 of 17. You can start really throwing those daggers in, and then it's just like, oh my God, what's happening? So you got to watch for those teams who may suck and may not have a chance to go to the playoffs or anything like that. They'll be the main ones to throw that dagger in, and then you'll just be like, oh, I hate you. I hate you. Okay. All right, so the Browns and the Bengals still locked up. Bengals ball 7. They're the 2nd and 5. Cincinnati 30. And the Packers and the Texans, they scored. See, just what I'm talking about. I'm trying to make this real quick. We have 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Green Bay and the Texans have scored. 2nd and 5 at the Green Bay 44. That's not a big blowout when you're 21-0. Because look, like abracadabra, abracazoo, abracazah, abracapackers. Let's get it going. Okay, so the Texans have scored. Got to play lights out, Green Bay. Gotta get that mentality to play lights out. Steelers and Titans. Steelers are up a comfortable 24, but the Titans are 7. Don't count out the Titans yet, because you're just in the third quarter. This is 3rd and 7 at the Tennessee 12. Buccaneers play at 5. No, at 4:05. Against the Raiders. I picked the Buccaneers, but this could be an upset. So Tom Brady and them, I hope you all are ready to bring it. Okay. Back to the Falcons and the Lions. Still a 1-point game. Falcons up by 1. Third quarter, it's really close. And the Lions are definitely trying to give an L to the Falcons with all of the disruption and the firing. Having that nice game on last week. Come on, Falcons. Do your thing. 49ers and the Patriots. I'm rocking with the 49ers for this one. This game starts at 4:25 today. And then the Seahawks. Okay. No L's. Will the Cardinals bring the L? The meter says no about 85%, 90%, but then you got to worry about that other percentage. And the Cardinals just might be the one. Well, that game's going to go down. That game will go down at like 8:20 p.m. Bears and the Rams. That's Monday Night Football. Starts at 8:15. Look, the Bears are leading our conference. Statistically, analytically, I'm going with the Bears. But I did say I was going with the Rams because either way, this is a good matchup. It's no definite for this because both the teams are balling out, in my opinion. Whereas you can't really say this is the definitive. To the future for the 8th week of 17, the Falcons face off with the Panthers. That's always a good one. And then the Vikings, that's conference right there with the Packers. Come on. What you gonna do? Just looking at these boards, my eyes are just darting. Oh my gosh. So we could give that L to the Vikings. That'd be great. That's for week 8. Falcons and Panthers match up, and then you got the Titans and the Bengals. And then the Jets and the Chiefs. If the Jets pull this win, they're going to be like, we about to go do another L on the Chiefs. I think so. Ooh. And then the Rams face off with the Dolphins. That's going to be a good one. Dolphins making some noise. Patriots and the Bills. That's going to be a good one. But look, Bills, what y'all trying to do for this week? And then the Raiders and the Browns will face off on week 8. Chargers and the Broncos. Saints and the Bears. The game right there. 49ers and the Seahawks. Buccaneers and the Giants. And then the Cowboys and the Eagles. Like, there's that little rivalry. And then that's going to be a Sunday game at 8:20. Okay? And then week 9, week 10, all of this just starts going and going and going. Let's keep looking here. Week 12. But anyway, we'll stay in the now. And we'll just see if I get obliterated or if I don't get obliterated. Before I'm out of here, let's take another check here and see what's happening. Panthers and the Saints. Saints are still 17-24. Saints still leading. Bills, Jets. Still 1 point. So the Jets are getting their defense in. Okay, like, hey. Packers, Texans. We got the ball at 3rd and 4th at the Houston 45. Still a 1 point game for the Falcons and the Lions. Steelers and Titans. 27-14. Steelers in the lead. But still can't count out the Titans. And then these other 4 o'clock games that will come up. Alright, so moving on from that real quick. Let's talk about, let me get up out of here with that. With these screens. Let's talk about the World Series. Okay? This is a matchup with the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, no one said that this matchup was going to be easy, but who you got tonight? Who do you think is going to get that win tonight? We're listening to Traffic Jam. This is Artie Shaw. Alright, so now check it. Game 1, Dodgers won 3-8. Game 2, Rays 6-4. Game 3, Dodgers 6-2. Rays 8-7. So that's 2 for 2. And then today at 8:08, right when the other game starts, it's going to be Dodgers Rays, and we just have to see what happens. So the series right now is tied 2-2. Game 6, Game 7, we'll just have to see what happens. Now, I did say I was going to discuss about a high school sweetheart that went on to play Major League Baseball, but I would not say any names. But I was there when I saw that greatness, and some others did too. Now look, it's a baseball family, period, okay? Comes from a baseball family. And I remember we were at Carowinds, teenagers now. And it was this game there that you throw the ball in, and it talks about the speed. Okay? And so he was winning all my stuffed animals and stuff like that for me. Then we got to that game, and he had already won the stuff. You know, that was just like destined. These different coaches or people who knew people, they were like young men. We had like, it went from like maybe 8 people to like more than 50 people that surrounded us. So they just kept wanting him to throw, and I was like, no, that's enough. And then another guy was like, that's enough, you know like, but the speed just kept getting higher and higher. His career, he's in the suits part of baseball. So I remember seeing that greatness, and I got my stuffed animals too, okay? So that was so cool. And then I remember, right after that was a carnival, and we were in the Ferris wheel, and I don't know, I think he told that dude, this was like our first date before the Carowinds. I believe he told that man to stop us at the top, because he was trying to catch a kiss. And I'm just a lady, and I was not like trying to give no kiss. But I believe he set that up, because it took the longest for that man to get us down. You know, I mean, longer than the Ferris wheels. And so he got the kiss. We were just up there, but you know, I don't think I've been back on the Ferris wheel since. Not because of the kiss, not because of the moment, but I don't like how they swing. You're just dangling right there, and you're like, okay, especially if you've been stopped for about 10 minutes. I think he tells the guy, look, I'm trying to catch this kiss from my little cheerleader, and can you stop it at the top for a minute? She's not going to give me that kiss real quick, you know, but can you stop it? But anyway, and you never know where that will be. So for anyone who's out there trying to shoot for the stars for whatever you're trying to do, you never know where your moment is going to be. You never know who's watching. So always be at your best, okay? Always be at your best. So anyway, obliterated or not, and then there'll be more TikTok coming, because we're going to be talking about the 2021 Cadillac Escalade. They said this thing is a monster. I'm sitting in one, but they say that thing is like 6 feet. Look, ain't nothing to do but for me to go to the dealership, and we're going to do a test drive. That's what we're going to do. But the specs on it is crazy. Got that little Tesla thing going where you just sit there in the cabin and watch it move over into another lane. Now, see, I don't know about that. I know some people love the high-tech gear things, let the car drive for you. I'm cool with the cruise control. But to have the car switch a lane for me and me do nothing, like, how good is it going to gauge that lane? God forbid. You know? I don't know. But it's beautiful. And we are going to test drive that. So I cannot wait to get in there and test drive, live stream. I told you that the tech gaming and having some gaming on here too. Leave us and look like some sun is going to shine. But anyway, I'm out of here. Best of luck to your team, and I'll be back this week to talk about whether I got obliterated or not. So, we're here with the 40s Junction, and I am about to get out of here. Okay? Always love the 40s Junction. They always be jamming. So make sure you check them out. It's like XM73. And this is Glenn Miller. Song of the Volga Boatmen. Alright, so I'm out of here. Peace and love, everybody, and more to come. Thanks for locking in.